on the News Channel 5 network. This is Score on Business.
Hi, I'm Pete Hendricks, your host today, a serial entrepreneur, and welcome to Score on Business. Score is an organization that is focused on helping entrepreneurs and small businesses succeed. You'll hear some great content today. Then in addition, we have many resources to help you, most of which are no charge. Learn more at our website, which is scorenashville.org. Again, scorenashville.org. So let's get to it. Tammy, our first guest today is Tammy Hawes, who is the owner and founder of VIRSYS12. The VIRSYS12 specializes in Salesforce.com platform with a focus on healthcare. And thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Pete. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So VIRSYS12 has either won or been nominated for quite a few prestigious awards. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great. I love to see companies succeed. So, Tammy, you've been in executive level management with a lot of companies in Nashville and focused primarily in technology. With your expertise, you could have started any number of businesses. How did you choose this?
Well, in 1984, I came to Nashville specifically to work for a healthcare company, a little small company called HCA. Yeah. And my degree was in computer science, so I went to work in the technology department. And it was a fabulous experience to really be involved with them in the early 80s and you really be involved with the growth. It was tremendous growth during that period of time. So from there, I've been the CIO and CTO of various organizations in town, and have had the experience to see how all the departments within a company should work together, right, specifically in healthcare, and with the blend of all the changes going on in healthcare right now, and my experience and my partner's experience in healthcare and technology, it seemed like the perfect fit.
And you know, you said something that makes a lot of sense to me. You've worked in multiple areas, and when you are putting together a solution that impacts other areas, you have the background to see the other side.
Yeah, when we're working with clients, we've been there before.
Yeah.
You know, we've been on that side of the fence, so to speak, and understand their challenges and understand how tough it is to stay up on technology, also to how tough it is to even stay up on all the regulations coming down the pike right now in healthcare. And there's some phenomenal technology out there to really develop applications at breakneck speed that didn't exist 10 years ago. And so we are trying to help do that.
Good. So you're in the technology business, providing solutions in healthcare, and there is tremendous change both in technology and healthcare. And you're about to release new software that addresses an important need. How did you evaluate these markets, which are going through so much change, to decide on the new solution?
Well, most people have heard of the Healthcare Reform Act, and an offshoot of that, or organizations that are sprouting up all over the country, are called accountable care organizations. And these are really new business models, and they have needs as it relates to managing their operations. So we saw a huge need to help these organizations put in the technology very, very quickly and inexpensively to help manage the relationships between the physician groups out there, their member population that they're trying to manage, the payer network, and then all the reporting that is required for them to report back to the government on how they're managing the patients. And you know, most people know it's all about quality now, so you have to get rid of the waste and you have to be very efficient. And so we decided this is a great opportunity to develop a software to do that. Yeah,
so kind of to in summary, you were kind of scanning the marketplace. You saw a need, you saw a way to address that in a cost-effective manner that would deliver significant value. There were not a lot of other folks out there doing it, and so you move forward.
Yeah, and it's not just about the technology. It's really about taking the technology and applying it to the business problem.
Boy, that's a key.
Yes.
Yeah, technology is not what what the end game is. It's a means to, it's a tool.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Well, tell us more about this new product.
Well, we were very fortunate, very early on to work with a client called Mission Point. Mission Point is an accountable care organization here in Nashville, and we saw a need to really help them make things efficient. When we first started working with them, I think they had 9 employees. Now at this point, if you've been following them in the press, they've grown tremendously. They're probably up to close to 100 employees at this point. And
all because of you all, right?
Well, I'd like to think that, but I think we helped them along the way. But they've got a great executive team and a great business model. So we developed basically this app because we knew that there would be a lot of healthcare organizations that were launching accountable care organizations, and they needed a better way to manage their business than an Excel spreadsheet. So our app is called V12 ACO. We'll launch it on the Salesforce.com App Exchange. A lot of folks have heard of the Salesforce.com name before. It's a customer relationship management system, and we've taken this customer relationship management system and we've turned it into a patient relationship management system, physician relationship management, provider relationship management, payer relationship management. As you know, healthcare is a pretty complex environment, and it's really impossible to do it in any other way other than a really robust database platform. So that's what we've done with the V12 ACO app.
Yeah, there are so many relationships to keep up with in healthcare. Well, what advice would you have for young businesses just getting started? And let me, kind of preface this. You've been part, even though this is your business and you've started it, you've been part of quite a few companies at the beginning and been part of helping them grow. What would you tell people who are looking to start a business?
Well, you have to be passionate because it's too much hard work to not be passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
Because you're going to work a lot harder than you ever thought you would. And a lesson that I learned actually while I was at a company called SSR here in town, I had P&L responsibility for a division within the company. And I was responsible for not only the operations but calling customers if they didn't pay, and collecting money and doing a little bit of everything. And so I learned pretty early on that cash is king. And you really have to have cash flow, and you have to manage your cash flow.
Right. That has been a repetitive message that I've heard doing this show. Even, if you don't have money to pay the bills or pay the employees, whether there's money on the books doesn't really matter. You have to watch that cash flow.
That's right.
Yeah. So what are some lessons you've learned that you'd like to have known earlier?
Well, I think that my experience in other organizations, from startup organizations all the way to large corporations, really has given me a lot of insight into what not to do. But my advice would be not only manage your cash flow, but determine who you want to be when you grow up, and really live to those values. We have our core values are authenticity, collaboration, passion, transformation, and generosity. And they're not just buzzwords to us. I mean, we really live those, and we try to bring employees on that live their life under those mission and values too. And so far it's working for us.
Okay.
So that would probably be my recommendation, is to, if you're just going after it for the money, you're probably, you may be successful, but it's going to be probably a lot harder. You have to really believe in what you're doing, and you have to believe that you're making a difference.
Right. I'm aware that your parents, you learn things from your parents that have had a really big impact on your business. In 3 or 4 sentences, what are some of those things?
Probably hard work and believing in yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can always talk yourself out of doing something, and most people aren't risk takers, and you have to be a little bit of a risk taker to run a business.
Yeah.
And there are thousands of reasons why you shouldn't do something, but you have to really dig deep within yourself and really think about the reasons why you should,
Yes.
and have the confidence to do it, and take a risk on yourself.
Awesome. Awesome. Tammy, thanks so much for being here. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. If you would like to have counselors that are similar to folks like Tammy give you a hand at no charge, please reach out to SCORE. Again, the website is scorenashville.org. Many resources there. We'll be back. Thanks.